Hello everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin' Up. Another week has gone by, so it's time for another video. This week it's a cute little video, a cute little item, and it's just a little Halloween treat bag. It's so simple and quick to make, and I don't have any current Halloween stamps because we don't get a lot of kids here. We live on the highway, so we don't get a lot of kids here. But I did have from last year the Hallows Night Magic stamp set and the thinlits that go with it, and the Magic in the Night DSP. So out of a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, you could get 4 of these gift bags. I'll show you some extra samples at the end, and I'll turn the camera down right now and we'll get going and see what we can make today. So the only thing you need to be careful of is if your paper is directional, let me see, yeah, if we use the bat set, when you finish the bag you want the bats to be standing up, so you start with your paper on the side like that. Okay, you move it over and you score it at 1 3/8 of an inch. Now I'm just going to turn this over, and we're going to score all the way down from the top to the bottom of the paper. We're going to turn the paper a 1/4 turn just like that, so that your scored line is towards the top of your scoring board. We're going to score it again at 1 3/8 of an inch, but we're only going to score down to the score line. Alright, so that's why I think it's easier if you use the dark side. You can actually see the score line on there. So we're going to score at 1 3/8 of an inch from the top of the score, top of the cutter down to the score line. And a lot of times if you just put your finger there, you can see where you're scoring to. Okay, so then you move it along and you score it at 2 3/4, but this time you go right through top to bottom of the paper. Oops, make sure that's nice and straight. There, and then 4 1/8, and you're only going to go from the top to the score line again, and then 5 1/2, and you're going to go right top to bottom. Okay, and that's all we need this cutting board for, the score and cut. So as I say, you still can't see your lines on this side of the paper, so we're going to work from the back, and hopefully I will remember to turn it over and put the adhesive on the right side. We're going to take the snips and we're going to cut on these score lines, these 4 score lines, just to this score line. And we're cutting all 4 of them, and then we're going to cut this corner piece off and get rid of it, just to give us more room in the corner. Now, so this is what we've got. So I'm going to fold it so that, fold and burnish, so that I can see what I'm working with and which side I'm going to put the adhesive on. All right, we want to use this side for the outside of the box today. There. So that's that. Now you're going to look at this and you're going to pick your second piece, you've got 4 panels there. You're going to pick the second one, and I'm going to use my corner rounder, and I'm just going to round the corner on this. And that just rounded the corners, and it just makes for a tidier bottom on the box. So then we're going to take some double-sided tape again, and we're going to put it on the inside panel of the piece that's going to be the bottom of the box. I'm going to trim that off so none sticks out over the side. Okay, we're going to take, I'm going to use the point of the scissors, we're going to just lift this tape up goes. And we're going to turn the box over, fold this piece in like this, and take this side of the box and just lay it down flat. And then we're going to sort of squish the box to make a square. Find the piece that's got the rounded corners, because that's with the tape on. Tuck the sides in, tuck this bottom in. Take the tape off if we can get it off. There. And we're going to fold this down. Just like that. Basically, there's your gift bag right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is take my little really old punch, and it punches a slice out for ribbon. So I'm going to use it back to front, of course. Line this up, put the two ends together, line this up right in the middle of my gift bag, about a half an inch maybe from the top. Punch it out, and there you see it gives you a nice slot to feed your ribbon through right there. Yeah. Can you see it? If I put it against the black, it gives you the nice slot to feed your ribbon through. Okay, so we'll just set that to one side. We're just going to quickly stamp a sentiment. The sentiment is from the Hallows Night Magic. We're going to use Open If You Dare this time. And I'm using Cajun Craze ink on a piece of white cardstock. There's the Open If You Dare. Now I'm also going to use the Label Me Fancy punch to punch it out. So I'm going to punch this in the center of this scrap of card, and that'll give me lots of room around the outside to line the punch up. That to one side. There's my punch. So I'm going to slide it in this way. Oops. You know what? I'm going to have to stick a little piece of tape on the end of there to be able to hold it. Board. I want it to go in that way, so let's put this on there. So I just put a little tail on the end of my piece of cardstock so that I can sort of hold it and line it up where I want it to go. So I think there it's about centered. Maybe we'll punch it just a little further to the bottom. We'll put this down to the bottom. Can take that out, and then if we turn this around, we could put this in here like this and get a slot again, but that is a much bigger slot than we got with the black punch. So I'm gonna just put the little black punch, put this in the little black punch again, put this in the little black punch, punch that out. That was close. There. Now that's going to look kind of plain on the bag, so I'm thinking we'll just grab a little sponge here. We'll put that to one side. Open this up. Just grab a little bit of ink the edge. Make it a little grungy. There it goes. Make sure my hands are clean. So now we've got this nice little gift bag, and we've got 2 or 3 little candies to pop in there. Not sure which is the best way to put them. Let me put this one in first. I want them to go on the side like that so my bag can close. We might get this little chocolate piece on the top. If we don't, it doesn't matter. No, we're taking that one out. So we've got 2 candy bars in there. And what I've got here are some dies from the Halloween Magic die set. This one here cuts out 3 little bats. So let's have a look. We'll try black bats on there, do we think? Sure, let's try black bats. Oops. There's 1, there's 2. There's 3. So we've got 3 little bats here that we're going to stick on, and we're just going to use glue dots to stick those on. But we're going to take, let me see, I might need a longer piece of ribbon. I'm going to close the box, thread this piece of ribbon through, and thread the tag on. Okay. And pull that up tight like that, and then I'm just going to take this piece of ribbon there. Tie that, pull that down. I'm going to pull that up really tight so it doesn't come off. And we can trim this nicely. Okay, so that's on there, that's slid down. So now we're just going to put a couple of bats on here on glue dots. See, this is the biggest one. So there you have it, a nice little gift bag, 6-inch square of paper, about 12 inches of ribbon, a label that you can put on, and a couple of punched out bats. And this set was all from last year. There's my original sample. So these 2 were made with the same 12 by 12 sheet of paper. It's just one side and the other side, the reverse side. But also, if you are thinking of table favours for Christmas, there it is, using the Jolly gingerbread, frosted gingerbread, DSP, and the snowflakes were cut out from the frosted gingerbread dies. It's got a little bit of snowflake ribbon on, tied with a little bit of red twine. And this one holds 3 Ferrero Rocher chocolates. So there you have it. Please copy and share these. Make them if you wish. If you've got any questions, email me, stampsNTea@gmail.com. But copy and share, say where you learned them, and if you sell them, please use the Stampin' Up angel stamp, which just says all the stamps, the supplies used are Stampin' Up supplies. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.